Julia.
Good evening.
Hi.
Just would like to rest with you a little bit.
With pleasure. All right, as we rest here, there's like awareness and experiencing happening, and every once in a while a little movement that we would refer to as the sense of I. So all going on at the same, in the same moment. This is like the sense of I doesn't have to be gone. It can show up. We recognize it for what it is. It's just a movement appearing in this. And it's, in a way, it's like kind of similar to if you have a mirror and there's a reflection in the mirror. The reflection in the mirror is not separate to the mirror, right? And yet it's not the mirror. So experiencing is happening, and the mirror is untouched by whatever it reflects. Yeah, it doesn't matter what's standing in front of it.
Yeah, very good description.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to say something. I get annoyed of myself, but I still am looking at it. This thing of I've got it, I've lost it, I've I've got it. I said, and I can really.
Okay, so let's look at that for a second. Yeah, this I've got it is a thought.
Yeah.
And in that thought, there's a sense of I. So that thought and the sense of I are the same thing. And same thing with I've lost it. It's still this, it's referencing some sense of I, it's referencing memory, it's it's like all appearing in awareness.
Yeah.
But you look at it, something is measuring, somehow there's some idea, like a mirror is never not a mirror, right? It's always a mirror. Doesn't matter the reflection, it doesn't matter the experience, but somehow we have there's a habit of measuring awareness by experience, but it's a funny habit. Somehow, we've been taught that to measure ourselves by experience. So I've got it, I've lost it refers to that kind of habit of measuring. But really it's like who you are isn't measured by any experience. It's beyond every experience. Every experience appears in that which you are. Doesn't matter whether it's depression or ecstasy.
I just find it frustrating that I know that while this is happening, I know it, and still it is happening. And I find this very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of sort of having compassion for it. I mean, that's this little I.
Look, it's just an old habit. That's all it is. It's nothing, no big deal. To see it for what it is. It's an old habit to measure. Means nothing, is nothing.
Yeah, okay.
It's doing its thing. It's trying to help in some way. It's like trying to, but who you are, you are. You don't have to do anything for that. It's beyond any experience.
Yeah.
It's like the mirror. The mirror is just there. Awareness is just here. Yeah. At nighttime, the mirror doesn't go, oh, I've lost it.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thanks, Julia. Pressure.
Hey, Isaac.
Hi.
Well, I had a wonderful retreat with Michael, but there's something left coming again. So yeah, I want to look with you at this. Some days ago in the retreat, before the meeting started, I looked in the mirror, and then came the words, "This could be cancer." Something on the lip. And one doctor said this, and immediately I felt the sensation in the body. And I shared it with Maike, and she made it very clear that when I put a meaning on this sensation, then, yeah, whatever, gets stronger and da da da. So at the end, I had the feeling, that's my sentence. Don't put a meaning on things.
Mhm.
And we went through this, and it calmed down. And she also said, we never can know. And that's also clear. But I still ask myself, was it the message from my body, or what happened? Did I think first and then the sensation? And I think it was like this. So when can I trust this inner voice or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Mm.
it's like somehow in the journey of life, this idea of cancer or this is on the screen. And so it's playing in the background. So your question is, how do you know when somehow it's not just an interpretation or like an accurate seeing?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you speak now,
Mhm.
that there's a doubt because you don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what you know is that at the moment there's doubt. A thought came and there's doubt. You don't know if it's true and you don't know if it's not true.
Yes.
That's all you know.
Mhm.
And then something wants to try and figure out how to deal with this doubt. How to, but
Mhm. Yes.
yeah, yeah. And you don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good advice. Don't put meaning on any sensation.
It was just pointing out. I don't think she said don't. She just said that there was a putting a meaning on it.
Yeah.
I don't think she said
Right.
don't put meaning on it. She just said, like clearly there's putting a meaning on it. And
I
so,
mean,
so if you could look at it, you see, yes, some meaning got put on it. Okay, it's okay. And then coming back to, actually, I don't know.
and it's about believing the thoughts, It's,
Yeah, thought, I mean, geez, how many thoughts come a day?
yeah, yeah.
Lots.
So which thought I can believe and which not?
And who, just keep going. If you keep, who is it that would believe it?
Yeah.
And how will you ever know?
It's, yeah,
When you're down there, you just see, geez, you never know. It's like, yeah. So you can relax if it's possible in the not knowing. But
it's not so easy. So yesterday
Yeah.
I made an appointment with a private doctor again to have a
yeah, and even if the doc, even if you see a doctor, I mean, the doctor will give you his best guess,
yeah.
and
No,
he can be wrong also. Yeah,
but
it's
I'm
maybe
ready to take a proof test.
yeah.
So this is what came up in me, and it
Yeah.
relaxed me to do this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
So
yeah.
now you're in the journey of trying to know.
Do you know this journey, Isaac?
I think we all do.
Okay.
but then we go, we go a little bit deeper. We even when we think we know, we don't know. Yeah.
I know. I said this. You never know until you know that you know, and even then you don't know. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, well, yeah. It got clear now. Yeah. Wow.
And then so in the immediacy of now, which is really not in time, because it's just now. Yeah, it's just like what do we know? Everything's changing moment by moment. These different movements happen, play. Somehow there's an imagining that there's a me that's doing it, but then you look and you see, look, it's just somehow it's happening by itself, and then that sense of me appears like a mirage. It's not wrong, it's not bad. And awareness is untouched. It's just, just, movie is doing its dance.
Mhm.
Well, thanks for it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Geha.
So good to see you. I just want to connect and rest with you.
Oh, with pleasure. I would love, just for fun, in this resting, just to speak. Who are you? Just from this, in this resting itself.
I'm very aware right now in a wider space than ever that
Yes.
I'm not my body.
Yes. Yeah. Not the
Yeah.
thoughts, not the
Yeah.
experiences.
The body's a strong one that we're, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I watched your last online meeting, I haven't been for a while because I've been busy doing other things, trying to fix it all. And I sat and watching it all, even
Yeah,
though,
of course.
yeah.
Of course.
And I sat with you. It's been a long, many years connection, but I fell into such a, and I'm experiencing it now, a deep, very hard to put into words, even though the heart is still doing its nervous system thump.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much width, there's so much around it all. And I feel a lot more in touch with, it's so unfamiliar because this body is very addicted to the extremes of sensation.
Mm-hmm.
But the mind is not even there, but I'm recognizing that its normal dialogue would be, oh, this is bland, this is empty, this has got no feeling, da 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 da. But that's disappearing. It's not even on the radar. I kind of just pulled it in to speak it.
Yes. Yeah.
Trying to share with you just how much, just sitting with you in that last recorded meeting, there was such a drop. And I don't know what to say, but it's fresh.
Yeah. You remember those magic eye pictures? They were dots, and if you look at them and then you look at them, and at some point your eyes just start to see the picture that's there. It's always been there.
I love them. I love them.
Yeah. And then it's like the same thing, like, yeah, we're sitting, and then all of a sudden it just comes into view. Wow, it's just, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
There's really nothing here. No experience, even particularly nothing.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and
So,
and it's like that thing. Once you've seen that those dots turn into a picture, you can't unsee it. It's like you know it. And yet, if you don't try to see the picture, you'll never see it. So it's this funny kind of thing. It's like, here we come together, and then it just drops in like that. And you go, oh, of course, yes, it's always been like this. It's never not been like this. It's just, this is, and it doesn't matter if it moves again, it's really because you've seen.
Yeah. And those pictures, when I used to watch them, what I loved was when the refocus happened, I could actually feel physical sensations balancing my hemispheres. I felt connections going. And what it did was put this nervous system and body patterns into a whole new dimension. And now that you talked about that, I'm there already without having to do the focus. This a sweet new fresh taste of hands off emptiness.
And in a way it takes getting used to, because we're so used to, or like you said, we addicted to the drama, the story, and just this emptiness. It's like it's neither ecstatic, it's nothing. And if some people get scared, oh fuck, this feels like dying, or it feels like death. But once you start to get used to it, it's just, oh wow, it's just it's just nothing. And it's always been here, and everything's appearing in that.
And then my heart's online now, very my heart. There's a sensation I can't even explain. I suppose it's like an opening,
Mm, mm.
an
All right.
expanse. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So that when I sat with you in that recorded one and I dropped into the space, it was like, it's always been there, but after all, I mean, how many years? 30 years of meetings. with
Doesn't
you.
matter. It really doesn't.
And it doesn't matter. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. I've been
Yeah,
focusing
yeah.
on the Qigong, and it's been giving me good tools, very beautiful tools. However, this right now feels really, yeah, and relating to you from a very much more relaxed space than I've ever done. Yeah, very fresh is the only word I can say. Very beautiful.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
yeah.
Beauty. Mm, yeah.
Can I just stay for a few more minutes?
Of course, with pleasure.
Just want to drink.
You know, that's what's so beautiful. We can say the words, there's nothing to get and all that stuff. But when you actually get it, when it, you know, it's experiential, it's not just intellectual. Yes, of course, there's never been anything to get. There's no one to get it. It's just like that. And you can speak it till the cows come home. But then there's a moment that drops in. You just, yeah, of course, it is like that.
And I can feel all the sensational, you know, going, but the heart is too big right now, you know, for want of a better way of putting it. The connection is a gift. the reflection. Yeah. Mm. Mm. So much love, Isaac.
Oh,
So much love. Thank you.
beauty. Yeah, thank you. Iska.
Hi, Isaac.
Iska.
There's a lot of activation in the system.
And there's awareness of it. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So just like the image in the mirror is untouched. You're aware of that activation. You know, we're aware of it. It's just movements happening in space, in awareness.
Mhm.
And then leave it. You don't have to do anything with it. Yeah. It'll pass, you know that.
Yes, but in the night it's very hard to do that. Then the mind
Yeah.
is going to
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So, you know, I understand this. And we can do nothing about that in this moment.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm. Mm.
In this moment, by
Yes.
just noticing those movements, or what you're calling activation, it's just movements in the background that there's awareness of.
Mm.
And just you having the direct experience of just leaving it, not going with it, not having
Yes,
to do
that's true.
anything about it. And that already changes things, just that.
Yes, that's so precious. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm very happy I know that part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And we'll see. It'll be interesting to hear from you how this affects the night. Maybe
Yes.
maybe it will, maybe it won't. We don't know.
Yes, then there is this pushing of getting the mind away. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's happening then. Yes,
Yeah.
because Dirk is going to get their operation tomorrow.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it's also melanoma, some kind of cancer. So I'm very touched by that.
Mm.
So that's now when I feel a little unease. So
So just let's get no right or wrong to it, but you say I'm very touched by
yes,
that. The difference between, look, yes, of course, it touches something,
yes, it
but
touches.
it touches something, of course. It's the human, that's the humanness, you could say. But the difference is when you say I'm touched by it, or there is a touch related to that, it's quite
Yes,
different.
then there's a little distance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You know, yeah, of
There's
course,
a
you know, it's
touch.
like, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the system.
And so just, yeah, and then just gentle with that touch. Okay. We never know. I mean, that's the whole thing.
No.
Of course, and touches happen. This is not as far as I can see, this is not about trying to be never touched again this lifetime. I mean, forget it. It'll be touches. Yeah, so
There's
what?
also an opportunity to stay as awareness. I see that.
Yeah.
There's also.
And you can't not.
You
How can you
cannot.
not?
Yes, true.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That's just an idea to stay as awareness. It's just
No,
another thing.
that's
Just leave
also
it.
true. Yes, but the activation of the mind is really going.
Let activation come. Just it's okay. You know, it's like nothing wrong with activation. Activation comes and it goes.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If it was up to you, it wouldn't happen.
No.
But clearly, it's not up to you.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, what comes, and what comes will go. So,
So and be gentle with what comes.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So much learning still happening.
Yeah. I think till our last breath, Liska.
Yeah.
It's not about
Yes.
getting anywhere permanent or something. That's a funny notion. It's just, here we are.
Yes. Mm. So this moment, I'm here. Mm. Mm.
And please give my love to Dirk. And
Yes, I shall do that. Thank you.
thanks, Liska. Pete.
Hi, Isaac. Thank you for this session. It's really beautiful. Really, really, really. Wow.
And that which recognizes this beauty is this beauty, yeah. And then deeper, there's nothing again. I mean, it's just so far out. Yeah. You
Okay.
just,
The host. Okay.
no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beyond any measurement of the mind, what's here? can't say. Yeah.
Oh. Hmm.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Very welcome. Ina.
So unmuted. Hello, Isaac.
Hi. so just a play. It's like, what is a country? Like we said, we talk about Holland or Germany. What actually is it? Or Ukraine or Russia? Are the politicians of the country?
No, it feels more like just a place on earth.
And is it even a place? Because the borders keep changing.
No, not fixed.
Yeah. So it's an idea, basically, yeah? A thought.
Mhm.
And the same thing, you know, with what is Ina?
Mostly the awareness of all the waves.
Yeah. And the waves aren't separate than the ocean, yeah? And what do the waves have to do with Ina?
I have no idea.
They appear in.
Yeah, and
We,
it feels like it's a kind of release of old touches, old fears, all kinds of things. And sometimes it feels like it's a waves just coming. I really have no idea from where. Sometimes I have an idea, but sometimes I don't have an idea.
and this I that has the idea or doesn't have the idea.
Yeah, it's something put on the awareness.
Yeah.
It's not awareness itself.
And yet paradoxically not separate from awareness.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything that comes to speak, you're welcome. No need.
No news. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Ina.
Thank you.
Andrea.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Trent, feeling feeling me, feeling you, feeling us, feeling everyone.
Yeah.
I also want to share, just because it's such a joy. I just returned from Findhorn, having an amazing immersion over 1 week with 83 other bodies, souls, expressions of totality. And yeah, recognizing a freedom, a liberation, moksha, even being in a room. I couldn't ever have imagined that it would be possible that way. Woo, woo, woo. Love, 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 love.
Yeah. Did you raise your hand, Geha? Oh, I wasn't sure.
No, I just couldn't hear what
Okay.
his partner was saying, and I went like that. Sorry,
Ah, okay, no worries. I
didn't
wasn't
hear.
sure.
The
Wasn't
last
sure of
few
the
words.
signal. No worries. Vedanta.
Isaac, can you speak again, please?
Sure, sure. Did that
I
help?
see clear. Not yet. Now I can
Okay,
see you.
great.
Yes. Isaac, I wonder how much peace is around what happens in the body. Just today and now there is quite an excitement or something just, so I feel like sitting a moment with
Yeah,
with
with
you.
pleasure.
Yeah.
And, you know, just as we sit
Yeah.
with no idea of what's supposed to reveal, it's just like we're here. We're not trying to change anything or fix anything. We're just here noticing. Yes.
You know, it's just when you speak, even when we started the session today,
Yes.
it's a lot tears, but also laugh. And,
Mm.
you know, this drinking, what's going on, and just now joy, and all this is there, you know. And and the days before, I have waves of excitement. I wouldn't say even that it is fear. It is just wah, and then something settles again. And it is like, when I would have a picture, it's when I say the tumor or something like this, it's a planet in the universe, something like this. You know, it's even that it's not belonging to me, or I don't know. It is such a surprise how it feels now or 3.5 years ago. It's such a difference.
Yeah.
And the allowness, everything can happen, you know. It can be maybe something. Next week I have a talk with a doctor. I don't know what will happen, but I wonder that often I touch a moment, both can happen, you know, that nothing can be done or something can, or you know, it's so beautiful that it's an open land, actually. Yes. Yeah. And I feel so grateful, Isaac. Yeah.
You know, these bonding activities, we know they come to, they keep changing and they do their dance, but to be in that let go like that, I mean,
Such
that is a gift beyond. Yeah.
Yeah.
where no one even let go. It just let go. It let go. It's just-
Yeah, I don't have any action in this, you know. It is such a surprise. I said to some friend,
yeah,
it's just a surprise what happens, you know.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know, whatever happens in the journey, it's like touches may happen and they
Yeah.
pass. And it's like none of it, it's just like it all comes and goes, you know. And to have some idea that it should be any way is, yeah, it's just
You know,
another
I
idea,
remember
basically. It's just,
2 weeks before the diagnosis came, I know I was sitting with you and I said, I never will say again, it should be different, something like this, you know, because, and then now the proof actually about it.
yeah.
Yeah. Also what comes out of the mouth, it's always, I listen to myself. I don't know what something comes out. And, yeah, and then, yeah. I feel like just hugging everybody, and
Yeah.
I feel so.
I feel hugged and I feel like I'm hugging back. So,
Yes. Mm. Ah.
Mm.
Mm.
Sure.
Thank you. Mm.
Ah, Lilani.
Hi, Isaac.
Lilani.
Last time we sat together, there was mention of the chi blocks, and we sat with, you know, I sort of, what's the word? Not fell into you, but what's the word? Just felt like a
Beyond
holy
words. Beyond
Oh,
words. Yeah.
Yeah, beyond words. And we had this beautiful chi flow happening.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. If we could do that again.
Mhm. Let's see what wants to happen, you know. Might move even deeper, or we just don't know, you know. Just see what it wants.
There's a feeling of it just wanting to expand and open and infinitely.
Yeah. This awareness, where does it begin and end?
It doesn't have
It
a
doesn't,
beginning
yeah.
or ending.
Doesn't, yeah. So the feeling of expansion can come and go, you know?
It's always expanded. It's always open.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Mm.
And yet at moments there'll be a, you know, a felt sense of expansion or a sense of contraction, but really it's happening in something that's beyond expansion. It's beyond any boundaries, beyond any constructs or concepts or, yeah.
There goes the heart. Mm. Mm.
So, you know, there's that like activity that wants to measure what is happening or wants to kind of, and nothing right or wrong with it, just to notice that rises sometimes, it's there sometimes, it's certainly gone in deep sleep. So it's just an activity that comes, and like everything else, it comes and goes, appearing in.
Moves in and it moves out. Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
The deepest, we don't have a clue what's happening. We don't even know if anything's happening.
Mhm. We want something to happen.
Yeah,
It's like it's
yeah,
something to happen. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And looking, do we actually know what's happening? Is anything happening other than some labeling of what?
It just is. Feel all the toxicity stirring from all the drugs.
Mm.
Mm.
Getting pretty quiet, it feels. I don't know how it is for you, but it feels like it's really just everything's
Yeah.
dropping away. Yeah.
Mm. There's that feeling of what I was saying, falling into you, but
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And tracking the movements, very subtle through the body, like the energy just dancing inside. Now the body's just doing it. I'm not doing it. Or, you know, say I. Just,
Thanks, Leilani.
thank you. Mm.
Anya.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Anya.
Just wanted to sit a little bit. I've already got much quieter since 10 o'clock when it started here, the session. Yeah, something quiets down. But I'm having a hard time with stuff being triggered a lot. Yeah.
So in this instant, this microsecond, is there any trigger?
Not really.
Not really. So
There's
just
physical sensations. Yeah.
okay. So no, but no triggering, just sensations. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe a slight triggering because now I'm talking to you or something like that, but not the actual topic that triggers me at the moment.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. So we hear, and it's just here. Okay. Sensation. Just very gently noticing. Okay. We just have no special way to be. Not trying to stop triggering, not trying to make anything happen, just gentle noticing happening by itself. And even that noticing, just like that noticing gets finer and finer, where it's not interested in the content so much, but it's interested in awareness itself. And so there's been a shift. And I'm just curious, in this shift in perspective, who are you? Just from here, for one moment, just doesn't have to stay. It's not like, but just right now.
I couldn't put it into words actually.
Can't say, great, perfect. And then just see we here now. We're just watching. Okay.
There's just sensations.
Yeah.
There's a strong sensation of what I call sadness. And in some way it feels sort of good because that's peaceful feeling. there is this slight feeling of being sort of slightly removed from the world, and
Yeah, beautiful.
yeah, that's like, it feels like I know it from traumatic feelings, so it's there. That's like a kind of being a bit strange thing.
Yeah, it's just like, in a sense, there's movement, but there's no real interest in following the movement or giving it meaning or anything. So it's just like really resting. So we could call that, being removed from the world, but it's just like, the world is still there, but it's just like no involvement. It's just. There's something deeper, there's something beyond. What we call the world, I mean, there's so many different ideas of what the world is, and are any of them the world? Then beyond all ideas, what's here? Coming back to that mirror story, it's like, the images in the mirror, are they the world? No. Yeah. So the impressions and awareness, is that the world?
No, that's I can't even, I don't know how to say it. There's some colors and floats and stuff which we could call the world, but it's not possible. It's not possible to grasp it somehow, to name it.
Yeah.
It's always just so amazing how this hurt happens. How this hurt happens from something that actually seems like it's in the outside. Something hurt me in the outside.
Yeah. And so just to look at that, just to really sit with it for a second. It looks like something hurt you. And then going deeper, what's actually going on?
Yeah, it's just painful sensations happening in my system.
Yeah, and then what's the, it's like if there's no expectation or no, what produces the painfulness?
Mm. Yeah, it's the wishing it was different or something like that.
Okay, cool. So just being and just noticing that, wishing it was different. And who's doing that?
I know it's some mechanism somehow.
Some mechanism. You can
I
see
would
it's
love
not
to.
even you.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So there's just that going on, and then it projects outwards. And if it believes a projection outwards, then it's lost in it.
Somehow it doesn't stop. It's going on since
No
weeks.
No worries.
Mm.
Just really taking time to see that somewhere there's just going deeper with that, wanting it to be different, just really exploring it and just honoring it. And letting it reveal itself.
In this case, it's for me so kind of difficult to face this reality. I mean, the thing is that the man that I was with for 10 years, and I love him very much, he just went off with someone else. And it's quite sort of definitely over, but in me it's not over.
Yeah.
So it's almost like this mechanism kind of, I would love it to not be, I mean, the reality is that he decided to go. And I don't accept this inside. Some that's my unpeace, you know.
Yes. So to go deeper than that, Anya.
And I don't even want to be with him anymore because it was very difficult, you know.
Yeah. So just going deeper with that. So going deeper with that. Underneath that, just what else is there? Some sense of betrayal, some sense of not good enough.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I've been feeling that a lot, this unworthiness.
Yeah. And so, yeah, so just noticing that. And just seeing, okay, those are just, like the rest of it, like it comes on top of that. It's like, okay, so taking one of them, either one, that sense of unworthiness, what exactly is that? Not being lovable, not being worthy. Just sit with that.
So ridiculous.
Just rest with it, not trying to change it, not trying to even, just being with it. What is that?
To put it into words, it's like a very old belief.
An old belief. Okay, cool. Yeah.
And
so,
something that always states that this belief is true. Like he believes, so there's something wrong with me.
And so now we're just sitting with that belief and just seeing, like a filter. That's a filter. When life lives through that filter, there's always a freak out. It'll be more acute at some point and less acute. Now, for the first time, we're just sitting with that belief. Not good enough, not lovable, not worthy, whatever that is. And how prevalent is it amongst human beings?
Yeah.
So is it personal to you?
No.
Absolutely not, yeah. But so just going deep into it, what is it exactly? How does it happen?
No idea somehow. I mean, it feels like it's been passed on to me by my mother, definitely.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one
And then going into the core of it, what is it? It's wanting someone to love you.
yeah, it's
And so what does that mean? What does someone loving you mean? What's the you that they're loving? What does it have to do? You know, it's just like,
I can see it. I can so much see it because the moment I imagine that I'm alone in
Yeah.
the world, there's nobody out there at all, it stops.
Yeah.
And then it's not
Yeah.
there because I'm totally
Yeah.
fine actually with myself.
Yeah, so we're just looking at it somewhere. There's some old, like who knows, you know, thoughts and feeling combinations that have been troubling. And we're just looking, we're present to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And are any of them true? Are they worth anything?
Absolutely not. I'm
Yeah.
still astonished why how they click.
But you don't know. Forget about that for the moment. Just now, this moment, how is it?
It's it's sort of not strong. No,
Yeah,
it's not strong.
yeah.
It
Okay,
was strong now, but now it's not.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's all. Then leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just here. And watch the mind wanting to somehow find another way in, what's going to happen, what will the future be like, how will it be without him, all these different pathways into the same movie, you know.
No, I'm not interested.
That's all.
I don't. I'm not interested.
Yeah, cool.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
While I'm thinking about it, Friday and Sunday there will not be a meeting, and then after that meetings will go back to the normal schedule. So it is on my website in case you need to refresh your memory about it. And Sylvie, thanks for hosting again. Beloveds, thanks for showing up. Ciao.